Hello there, I thought I'd have a little chat about grenades. With the latest update, grenades and grenade launchers with the Turkish faction, it's become quite a grenade fest. First thing of all is understanding the grenades. Basically, your avatar has 100 health. As you can see on the chart in front of you, the average damage is somewhere between 115 and 130. Yeah, so if you presume it's 115, then if you get the full force of the grenade, it will kill you. The lethal radius for the grenade, if you notice on the chart, is 3 meters. That means if you get caught within that 3 meters, you are going to go down. It's not instant death, it just means you need to be revived. With a lot of the other frags, there's a lot more harder range or increased range, so you need to try and make sure that you've got cover and don't get hit directly by them. Now, each time a grenade is fired at you, there is a full out distance. Now, if you look on this here, it shows you the inner radius and the outer radius. The inner radius is where it starts to where you're actually standing. If you're between those two distances, you will take the damage. So if you're outside of 15 meters, you won't take any damage and you'll be fine. If you're within that, you will take damage proportionate to the distance that you're away from it. So 50% away, you're liable to take about 75 damage, which isn't enough to kill you, but it is enough to make you bleed. So, why is this relevant? Well, what I was trying to explain was the use of barriers. Barriers in the game to actually give yourself a chance to survive grenades. Give you an example here. If you can see the grenade, or the grenade can actually see you, and there's no visible barrier, you will take damage. So if I've chucked this grenade there, go back a couple of meters, no damage, can't see me, and I'm just out of the blast range. Let's chuck it again. I can see it. It can see me. Yeah, just on the edge. The barrier is stopping the damage. So, what does this mean when it comes to sandbags? Well, a sandbag will stop the blast enough that even if you drop a sandbag directly behind a sandbag and then lay down, you won't actually take any damage. So this is why sandbags can be quite spectacular. Yeah, it's a bit foggy, I'm afraid. Now, grenade launchers are the same thing, is what we're seeing a lot of use of at the moment. If you imagine that these are fixed positions, as you would see on the battlefield, where you've got a crescent sandbag, you've got a single sandbag, you've got a two sandbag, and you've got a cascular one. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire some grenades and show you how they're actually working. So if we go with the first one, no cover whatsoever, everybody's down in close proximity. Yeah, so you need to be keeping a distance away from where the grenade can be hit. That's why 8 to 10 meters with spacing is something that I always ask for. Now, if we have another example, I'm going to fire a grenade over the rear side. This time there's a castellation and sandbags in front of it. Let's see what happens to them. Nothing. The guys behind the barrier are fine. Now, the ones on the rear, if you see in the front here, just the one there. That one, yes. That one there. If you notice, on the edges, these took damage because the grenade that was fired at this point, yeah, just there, has ended up, it has a visual cue to be able to see the back of their heads. So it does damage and basically kills or downs them. So then we get to the second point. I'm going to now fire on the rear side at the back one. Now, we've seen that the front one, front inside of it, or in it, actually will kill them. Let's let them pop up again. So, that one's taken the sandbags out, but didn't take them down, so the damage that it did. So now if we fire on the rear of the sandbags, no damage whatsoever. So this is why having sandbags behind can be a great addition. So, because they're creating a visual block between you and the grenade. If I go here, pop one out, they're taken out because they've got a visible range on it. So what you're trying to do is create barriers for the grenades to get behind. Hopefully that gives you a rough idea of the use of grenades and barriers. Don't be a fool. Don't fall for it. Alright gents, have a good game. Ciao ciao.